Ricycle here, and today I'm going to talk about the best hub guard you can ever buy for a bike. The G Sport hub guard. Universal for front and rear and front wheel. May not be the best with the driver's side. You'll have to buy something different for that, but I'll teach you how to put it on and why it's the best hub guard you can ever get. First of all, it's very simple to put on. It lasts basically forever because it's really heavy duty plastic. And you're probably thinking, how can something be heavy duty, or how can something be last forever but is made out of plastic? But if you think about it, when you grind, you're not smashing this way, you're going this way. So obviously my bike's upside down, but say the ledge is, you're hopping on a ledge, obviously it's upside down, so the ledge is coming here, you're going to smash into this, but it's angled, so you're going to slide and it's going to go right here on the peg, just like that. If it was something solid, like my driver's side, it's going to smash into that and it'll slide off. This one redirects it because it's angled. Yes, this is angled as well, but this takes most of the force. So the reason why the G Sport has an upper advantage because it's flexible. All right, it redirects it. Well, this one is very, too sturdy. It's too rigid. So it smashes. The ledge keeps smashing over here, and after a while, it actually bends. So one day I was riding and I took a turn and I heard ting 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 ting, and it just started like clipping my spokes, and I had to just completely grind it down and get a new one. So luckily I got a new wheel, so I put that back on. There's a lot more space, so I basically have to bend it in half before that ever happens again. So alright, so really cheap too. It's only $10 for the G Sport. MK3 I think is what it's called. Really strong, really simple, very light. Very light. It weighs like 2/4. It's very light. Sorry, my eyes just kill me. It's really itchy. But anyway, when you buy it, it comes with 6 zip ties and a string. I suggest not using the string at all. Keep the zip ties personally, and just use regular cheap zip ties like this. Because the big zip ties you can just have fun with, like go to school, zip tie your friend's backpack together, stuff like that. That's what I would do. But anyway, when I first put it on, it's pretty tricky. Here's another. This is the other side, so you give an example. When you put it on, you can't just flip it over and just start tying. You actually have to find a spot where, it's hard to explain. I'll actually explain on this one because you can see. Alright, so you have to find where it crosses. See over here? The line, it crosses right here, so it touches 2 spokes. If I were to put a zip tie right here, it would barely catch that one. You want to find it so it catches 2 spokes, and most likely it'll be 3 like this. You don't have to use all 6, just FYI. And because it is, see all my spokes nice and protected. Yeah, so see there's one right here. If I keep it right here, it's kind of hard to do this with the camera in my hand. Alright, so there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So that's where I'll put my spokes, or my zip ties. So yeah, I'll just put this one in like that, and put it in like this, and just zip tie it. Hold on, let me. Note to self, or don't zip it all the way, alright? Have it loose, like that. Because if you go all the way, then the other spokes won't really have, or the other spots won't really have, you know, won't have much flexibility. It'll be so stiff over here, it misses, you know? From here, if you zip it all the way, it'll be over here. So I'm going to have it loose, so I can zip tie that loose, and then zip tie this one loose, and then I'll gradually zip, 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 all the way until it's fully tightened. I would give this hub guard 4.5 stars out of 5. The zip ties it comes with is too industrialized, very tough. So they're not very flexible. So it's a little harder. You can use shoelace. Yeah, I would use that. But I like zip ties. And occasionally, very rarely, the zip tie will break while I'm riding. So I'm basically stuck with a broken, you know, zip tie. So it hangs off one edge. Like for this one, if this broke, it will be peeled up. You don't want to ride it when it's peeled up, because you do have a chance of coming down on it. So, alright, so it's like this. It's close to the spoke, so it comes down like this. But if this was peeled out and you come on it, ledge hits it, it could just snap the hub guard. So you got to be careful with that. Actually, it is kind of easier to put it on when it's on the forks. So yeah, if one zip tie breaks, probably don't grind it for a while. I'm pretty resourceful, so if I was you and it broke while riding, in the middle of a riding session, go to a U.S. post office or UPS, ask them, hey, can I have like 3 zip ties? My bike broke, or some part of it in my bike broke. I did that a lot, and it works, you know. Also, if you're far away from the post office, pull out your knife and cut a piece of your shoelace. Simple as that. I mean, I can do some ghetto stuff. I've replaced zip ties with a straw once, I think, when it got bad enough. I was in the middle of nowhere and I couldn't find any U.S. post office. But it's easy as that. Just zip tie. Ah, man. Wish I had a chest mount right now. I'll just hold the GoPro with my teeth. So if you hear a lot of breathing, that's why. There we go. It's nice and solid. It's not moving. It's locked in there. Just gotta cut those zip ties and I can go ride. It was a pain cutting these off so I can put it back on and show you guys. But really cool, really cheap, really strong, and they last. I've been riding for 2 years now, and grinding for 2 years. I haven't gone a day without putting my pegs on. I always ride pegs, so that tells you something, that, you know, I grind a lot, and these held up for 2 years, and they're only $10. Seriously, that's awesome. That's probably what makes it the best hub guard. I see some pros riding these hub guards. So these, I can't talk highly enough about these hub guards. They're just amazing. So that's how you put it on. Those are the great things about them. Like I said, if you're in the middle of nowhere, you just broke your hub guard, zip tie fall off, don't grind that side. I usually just carry a couple extra zip ties, but not even for this, just to mess with my friends. But if this does happen to break, I have some, or I can go to UPS, post office, something like that, or just use shoelace or something like that. So that's the G Sport hub guard review. G Sport is a branch of Odyssey, if you don't know that already. So yeah, great hub guards. Go get them. $10. cheapest hub guards ever. Later. Also, if you're really OCD, you can just spin the wheel and you can tell which spokes you need to tighten, or which zip ties you need to tighten. Obviously, this one's really nice and straight. This one is a little wobbly, this side. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, so you can do that. This video's gone way too long. But yeah, G-Sport hub guards, can't recommend them enough. Only $10 and they last basically a lifetime. So get them. Later. Cluster from Odyssey, best company out there. So yeah, use shoelace, zip tie, a straw if you're that desperate, whatever, as long as it works. Also, obviously, if you zip tie, you want the, if you zip tie it, goes out, you put it in this way, like I did. Because if you don't, this square part will be sticking out here, and that's no good. Same if you want to tie it, shoelace, go in through here, out here, and then the knot will be right here instead of out here. So, great hub guards. Go out and get them. Now, you still watching this video? You should be out buying these things right now.